Are you truly happy? Or just keeping yourself distracted? Every day, millions of people smile, talk, and pretend everything is normal. But deep inside, they feel lost. If you've ever felt like your life is stuck in the same place, like you were meant for something bigger, then this channel is for you. Because sometimes, one video can completely change the way you see your life. You ever sit alone after a long day and just stare into space for a minute? Not because you're tired, but because something inside you feels empty. Life keeps moving, people keep talking, time keeps passing, but deep down you feel stuck. Every morning starts to feel exactly the same. Wake up. Check your phone. Rush through the day. Come home exhausted. Sleep. Repeat. And somewhere inside your mind, there's a quiet voice asking the same question every single day: is this really my life? Most people ignore that feeling. They distract themselves with entertainment, scrolling, parties, fake smiles, and temporary happiness. Anything to avoid facing the truth. Because the truth is uncomfortable. A lot of people are unhappy with their lives, but they're too afraid to change them. Maybe you've been telling yourself that you'll start tomorrow. Maybe you think next week will be different. Maybe you keep waiting for motivation to suddenly appear and change everything. But motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like emotion. The people who truly transform their lives are not the people who always feel motivated. They are the people who take action even when they don't feel like it. Even when they're tired. Even when they're broke. Even when nobody believes in them. Because eventually the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of changing. And one day you realize something powerful: if nothing changes, nothing changes. That's when the transformation begins. Not overnight. Not magically. Slowly. Quietly. You start waking up earlier. You begin taking care of your health. You stop wasting hours on things that don't matter. You stop chasing people who drain your energy. You start protecting your peace. You begin saying no to distractions and yes to discipline. At first nobody notices. People still treat you the same. People still doubt you. But after a while, everything starts changing. Your confidence changes. Your mindset changes. Your habits change. Your future changes. Because discipline changes everything. The gym doesn't just change your body. It changes your confidence. Reading books doesn't just give you information. It changes the way you think. Saving money doesn't just improve your finances. It gives you freedom. Small habits may look insignificant in the moment, but over time they completely transform your identity. Powerful people are not built through luck. They are built through repetition. Through consistency. Through doing the hard things over and over again until it becomes part of who they are. Social media made people believe success happens fast. One viral video. One lucky moment. One overnight breakthrough. But real growth is different. Real growth is slow. Sometimes boring. Sometimes painful. It's waking up early when nobody is watching. It's working on yourself in silence while everybody else is distracted. It's staying focused while people around you quit. Most people want the reward, but very few people are willing to fall in love with the process. And the process is where your new life begins. There will be days when you doubt yourself. Days when you feel behind. Days when you compare your life to everybody else online. Don't let that destroy you. People only post their highlights. Nobody posts the lonely nights. Nobody posts the failures, anxiety, fear, stress, or heartbreak. Everybody is fighting something you cannot see. The difference is that some people keep going anyway. They cry, but they keep moving. They fail, but they keep learning. They feel fear, but they keep showing up. If you're listening to this right now, take it as a sign. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for somebody to come save you. Nobody is coming. Your future is your responsibility. And honestly, that's a powerful thing. Because it means you still have control. You can rebuild yourself. You can reinvent your habits. You can completely change your life one decision at a time. But it starts today. Not tomorrow morning. Not next month. Today. 1 year from now you can either be living the same exact life with the same excuses, the same pain, and the same regrets, or you can become someone you're proud of. The choice is yours. Start the business. Post the video. Apply for the job. Go to the gym. Learn the skill. Read the book. Cut off negativity. Build better habits. Protect your energy. Focus on your future. A lot of people spend years waiting for confidence before taking action, but confidence is built through action. Nobody starts fearless. Nobody starts perfect. Every successful person you admire once felt insecure, confused, and lost too. The difference is they kept going. They understood that growth comes from discomfort. You cannot become stronger while staying inside your comfort zone forever. Pressure creates strength. Challenges create wisdom. Struggles create character. Sometimes life will hit you hard. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Opportunities will disappear. There will be moments when giving up feels easier than continuing. But those moments define you. Anybody can keep going when life feels easy. Real strength is continuing when life feels unfair. Real discipline is showing up when you don't feel motivated. That's what separates ordinary people from extraordinary people. You have to understand something important. Your habits shape your future. Every small decision matters. Every hour matters. Every day matters. The problem is most people underestimate how powerful small actions become over time. Reading 10 pages a day may not seem important today, but in 1 year you'll have read thousands of pages. Exercising for 30 minutes a day may not feel life-changing now, but in a year your body and confidence will be completely different. Small improvements compound into massive transformations. Your environment matters too. The people around you influence your mindset more than you realize. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, excuses, gossip, and laziness, eventually you start thinking the same way. But when you surround yourself with growth, discipline, ambition, and positivity, your standards rise. Protect your energy. Not everybody deserves access to your time, attention, or peace. There's also something you need to stop doing immediately. Comparing your journey to someone else's. Everybody moves at a different pace. Some people succeed early. Some succeed later. Some fail multiple times before they finally win. Your timeline is your timeline. Don't let social media convince you that you're running out of time. Real life is not a race against strangers online. You are capable of far more than you think. Most people never discover their true potential because they quit too early. They stop after the first failure. They stop after rejection. They stop after criticism. But success belongs to people who continue despite obstacles. The people who win in life are not always the smartest or most talented. Often they're simply the ones who refuse to quit. There will be moments when nobody believes in your vision. Friends may laugh at your goals. Family may not understand your dreams. People may doubt your abilities. Keep going anyway. You do not need universal approval to build a meaningful life. Some of the greatest achievements in history started with one person believing in themselves when nobody else did. Fear will always exist. Fear of failure. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of rejection. Fear of starting over. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action despite fear. Every time you face fear instead of avoiding it, you become stronger. Every uncomfortable conversation, every difficult decision, every risk you take helps build the person you're becoming. And remember this, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Every setback builds resilience. Every difficult season teaches lessons you could never learn during easy times. Don't be ashamed of starting small. Don't be ashamed of failing. Be ashamed of never trying. Your life can change dramatically in a year if you stay consistent. Imagine where you could be if you committed to yourself fully. Imagine what would happen if you stopped doubting yourself every day. Imagine the opportunities, confidence, health, peace, and freedom you could build through discipline alone. Your future self is created by the decisions you make right now. So start now. Start before you feel ready. Start while you're scared. Start while you still have doubts. Because waiting longer will not make it easier. The perfect moment does not exist. Action creates clarity. Movement creates momentum. Every step forward matters, even the small ones. One day you'll look back at this version of yourself and realize this was the moment everything changed. The moment you stopped making excuses. The moment you stopped settling for less. The moment you decided to fight for your future. Your new life is waiting for you. But you have to move first. Growth begins the moment you stop waiting for permission. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody can live your life for you. This is your journey. Your responsibility. Your transformation. You've survived days that once felt impossible. Don't forget that. Every difficult moment you overcame built a stronger version of you. You are more capable than your fears want you to believe. Success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up even when you feel tired, uncertain, or afraid. Small progress every day creates massive change over time. There will always be people who doubt you. Let them. Their opinions do not define your future. Your actions do. The hardest part of change is starting before you feel ready. But confidence is built through action, not waiting. Take the first step. Then the next one. Your future will meet you halfway. Every morning is another opportunity to rebuild yourself. Another chance to think differently. Another chance to become the person you promised yourself you would become. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Everyone moves at a different pace. Focus on becoming better than the person you were yesterday. Discipline will take you places motivation never could. Motivation fades. Feelings change. But discipline keeps moving even on difficult days. One decision can change your entire life. One new habit. One moment of courage. One day where you finally refuse to give up. The person you dream about becoming already exists inside you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Keep going. Your story is just getting started. You don't need a perfect life to start becoming stronger. You just need the courage to keep moving forward, even when life feels messy and uncertain. Every sacrifice you make today is building a future version of yourself that will one day thank you for not quitting. Sometimes life breaks you so you can rebuild yourself into someone wiser, stronger, and more unstoppable than before. Your comfort zone may feel safe, but nothing extraordinary grows there. The life you want exists on the other side of fear. People will remember how you kept going when everything was against you. Not because you were fearless, but because you refused to surrender. There are moments when nobody notices your effort. Nobody applauds your progress. Keep going anyway. Silent growth is still growth. The pain of discipline is temporary. But the pain of regret can follow you for years. Choose the pain that builds your future. Your past mistakes are lessons, not life sentences. You are allowed to grow beyond the person you used to be. One day the struggle you're facing right now will become the story that inspires someone else to never give up. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning of a new version of you, stronger, wiser, and finally ready to chase the life you deserve.